you want to test your mic?
Yeah.
Boys and girls, Wildcats of all ages, please rise and get loud for your 2024
Test 1, 2, 3.
domination
Test 1, 2, 3.
Wildcats!
Test 1, 2, 3. You're seeing it? You're seeing the screen?
Yeah, it's so. I think it's not.
See if you can hear it. It should be coming. It's 30-second delay.
I can hear it. I had to turn on my VPN, so.
Are you that's.
Turn on it.
Let me send you this.
I have this. Wait, let me go back. This is live. Oh, here we go. It's a little delayed.
Do you have anything?
But this is it. I think this is the same.
Eliana has something though.
Yeah, I had to put on my VPN to get it so that might be live because it's really bad connection time.
Oh,
The Wi-Fi will block stuff. Like YouTube.
Okay. So are you able to see it, Vince?
Pretty good, you know, kid.
Where
Wait,
did
I
you?
can hear us on this.
You can.
Like Eliana has something now. I can hear that. I can hear Ronan.
Am I muted, Vince? Or am I on?
No, we should.
Okay, now I just hear the.
Okay.
I think we're fine now. It doesn't seem. I can hear myself.
You can hear. Can we mute across the board right now?
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Nothing ever goes as planned.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Oceanside, California, site of tonight's season opening game, regular season football game for the Mountain View Toros and El Camino Wildcats. My name is Vince Delicio, here with the Varsity Sports Show. So excited to be, first of all, to be at 70 degrees. Nice, beautiful weather. But I'm also joined by an old friend of mine here in the broadcast booth, as well as like two-thirds of his family helping us with our crew. So local resident John McDonald, Johnny Mack, a St. Mary's graduate, 1989. We played against each other way back in the day when I was at Camelback. John, you are arguably one of the greatest defensive linemen, high school defensive linemen I have ever played against. How does that make you feel?
Special.
That is awesome. Wow. Thanks. Yeah, big intro there. So, John, we have a mutual interest and history with Mountain View, with the Mountain View Toros. First of all, I used to go to camp with these guys when I was at Camelback High because of Coach Jess Parker back then. We'd go up to camp with them, and they'd run us through the rigors of Tot Workman's Camp up at Sunrise and Alpine. It was brutal. And you played against these guys in the playoffs back in '87.
I did, and I can tell you, as an eyewitness, Jess Parker wasn't as intense as any player, coach, wild animal I've ever seen. He was all about business, and we were just shocked. Their physicality, the way that they came out, and, you know, history tells you it's for us, and we ended up losing to them. However,
Even with the gold playoff pants of the St. Mary's Knights mystique, huh? All we got were socks at Camelback. We make the playoffs, we got socks. Anyway, okay, yeah. Nice. All right, well, anyway, the captains are at midfield, and captains tonight for the Toros. Number 10, Vinny Simon. Number 50, number 52. Number 52, that is Aiden Gilliam. Number 2, Zach Ballo. And oh, excuse me, correction. Apologies, folks. Jasper Lake, number 0. Number 10, Beckham Barney. Number 2, Mickey Sumko. And number 52, Tunafai Tayase. All right. Once again, thank you for joining us here on tonight's special season opening broadcast. We are being simulcast not only for the families back home on YouTube, but also the NFHS network picked up our feed, and we have a much wider audience across the planet. John, you excited?
I'm super excited. It's been
Now, we had a chance to chat our very own Hannah McDonald, and we've got some pregame interviews that we're going to run. Let's see if we can catch Coach Andy Litton.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Show. I'm Hannah Mack, joined by Mountain View head coach Andy Litton. Coach, how was your travel in yesterday?
Man, it's actually been a really smooth trip. You know, our booster club's done a great job, and you know, we actually had a pretty good bonding experience.
Excellent. Is there a difference in the mental and physical preparation that goes into playing a game across state lines?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we really try to keep our guys like engaged and ready to go all day today, and it's just not normal that you're in a hotel room waiting to kind of go around. So we had a few walkthroughs and made sure that things got better, so that we were ready to go, and so I think that we're ready.
Excellent. It's the first game of the season. It's so exciting. What are you looking to see out here tonight?
I want to see us match physicality. You know, these guys had a game last week and we didn't. So I want to see our guys rise up and match the physicality and get through the early game jitters that everybody really has.
And final question, what does it mean to be Toro tough?
Yeah, so I mean that's a legacy in its own, you know, from the 70s, you know, with the Jesse Parker era all the way to now. Being Toro tough is one of those things that you're going to come through, show out for your community and play for Mesa. So
thank you so much. Awesome, I appreciate it. Thank you. For Varsity Sports, I'm Hannah. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, here we go. Kicking for the Toros, number 15, John Gerard, and it's off. Return, Caden Coleman right up the sideline, takes a shot, and a pack, forcing him out of bounds, where Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Ball is spotted. Looks like about the 34-yard line, right hash.
You know, you always have butterflies until that first hit. When that first hit happens, it's just like everything becomes normal. And so this is the first hit of the season. The Toros are out. Looking to
Is there a difference in the mental and physical preparation that goes into playing a game across state lines?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we really try to keep our guys like engaged and ready to go all day today. And it's just not normal that you're in a hotel room waiting to kind of go around. So we had a few walkthroughs and made sure that things got better, so that we were ready.
All right.
So I think that we're ready.
And out of the pistol formation,
I want to see us match physicality.
and the give, right around the left side, into the backfield, come the Toros.
Brody Anderson came from the strong safety position with a vengeance.
Wow.
Absolutely lazy. Welcome to 2024.
Okay. So, and on the quick pass into the backfield, getting out of bounds, Leo Bell. Already 3rd down and 12.
Looking good. Toros with 2 really nice defensive stands right there.
Offset back on the pass. Quick slant in and out of the hands of the receiver. Pass is incomplete, and just like that, 4th down, punt unit comes out for the Wildcats. Toros doing a good job there, John, on a defensive stand here early.
Absolutely, definitely containing the outside. They tried to get around the left end. 8 came up with an absolute shot. Brody Anderson with pretty much the defensive play of the series.
Ball on the 31-yard line, and the deep receiver on about his own, the Toro 30. Number 1, Zachary Galavis. And the official blows the whistle. We'll see what the call is.
Probably
Dead
a delay
ball,
game.
snap infraction, 5-yard penalty.
Okay.
Fourth down.
Well, they'll do it again.
All right, here we go. The Toros should get really good field position out of this, Vince. It's looking like El Camino's got a little case of the jitters right now. Short punt, called for a fair catch.
And sure-handed Galavis puts his team in great field position just with a fair catch. So the Toros will have it 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line with 11:02 remaining in this opening quarter. Ball on the 45.
I'm excited to see how El Camino responds with this good field position, if they come out with a good defensive stance to match the Toros' physicality and energy.
Single back in the backfield. Goodman under center. Surveys. Quick pass right on the edge. Completes. Pass off to Talon Arnett, who's brought down by number 4, Jake Williams, after it appears to be about a 4-yard gain.
Positive yards after the nice field position. That's a good first play from scrimmage for the Toros.
2nd and 6. Goodman under center. Oh, correction, backs off, pistol formation. Single back in the backfield, bunch set to the right, now motion to the left, single receiver out wide. Overload left, the toss to the back, gets to the edge. Galavis. Correction, that was number 4, Reese Bodley.
And Caden Coleman came up really nice from his spot to stuff that from El Camino's side on the defensive end.
No huddle. Goodman gets his team up to the line of scrimmage. Pistol set once again. Bodley offset. Goodman sprints out to his right. Searches, scans, completes on the out route. Staying in bounds. Sumko, sure-handed Sumko, move the sticks. 1st and 10, Toros.
Great motion. You know, if they're coming at you, you move the pocket. Nice bootleg, found him in the flats, 1st down. Excellent.
1st and 10, the Toros. Goodman, another quick strike, pass out to Sumko, gains a few more before being tripped up along the edge.
Nice play by the Toros. Just absolutely keeping the momentum and no huddle. Really putting the pressure on the El Camino defense.
Gain of 5, ball on the 30. 2nd and 5. Pistol formation. Bodley offset. Goodman back to pass. Completes once again on the hitch along the edge to Talon Arnett, who's quickly brought down, but not before getting another 1st and 10.
El Camino is really going to have to regroup right now. They're going to have to suck it up and try to get some pressure on the Toros.
Goodman rolling like he's been playing this position his whole life. Completes again to Steve Meadow. Meadow, who's brought down quickly along the edge
by number 2, Zach Ballo.
Second down.
And they are continuing this no huddle, Vince.
Ball is on the 14-yard line. Trip set now for the Toros, and the give. Offset around the corner, and he's in for the Toros. Touchdown!
Outstanding. Outstanding misdirection.
From 14 yards out, Reese Bodley, who's been carrying the ball so far in this first quarter.
Goodman dropped out, pass, pass, pass. Great call, great play, misdirection on the draw play and the end around. Touchdown.
Gerard in. And the fake along the edge.
Oh, wow.
And Coach Andy Litton, the gambler, knows when to hold them, when to fold them,
Flag on the play.
and we'll find out.
I want you guys to line up real quick.
We'll get the call from the official here.
He wants him to line up again. I wonder if it was a false start, if he didn't call the play winding the clock yet, if they...
Let's see what the call is here as the official speculating goes over to talk to Coach Litton, which is likely a sign that that infraction is on the Wildcats, asking Coach Litton what he wants to do here. And gosh, we got that ref mic. I want to turn it on so bad, but I promised the ref we wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't want to breach that trust. So we
Not
just got to, not yet. We'll wait till later in the game.
Yeah, when
but
it really
tonight,
counts.
tonight's ref mic brought to you by the McDonald family. John, Ronan, Cinco, Hannah, and many more. See what the call is here.
4, you have to have 5.
Oh, all right.
Who broke the tripod? The player? Oh, hey, we're back on live.
We have equipment.
Welcome to...
Oh, boy. We'll have to bill somebody for that.
Yeah.
We lost a tripod on the sideline. Hopefully nobody got hurt. But anyway.
These guys are animals down there.
Here we go. Okay, in to attempt the extra point, John Gerard.
So it looks like that we didn't get an explanation, but looks like that 2-point conversion's coming off.
Well, they said the official had indicated that not enough men on the line of scrimmage, it looked like, was the call. But anyway, kick is up, and it's good. And just like that, the Toros, striking first, lead the Wildcats 7-0 here in Oceanside, California, Herb Meyer Stadium. We'll be right back. Welcome back. And the Toros, off of the arm of Brady Goodman and the legs of Reese Bodley, up 7-0 here in the first quarter. The kick once again into the hands of Coleman along the right sideline, runs into a wall, led by 13, Talon Arnett. Nope. Official. See, I don't see a flag. You see a flag there,
I do
John?
see a flag.
Oh, you do see a flag.
Yes,
Okay.
right around the 40, 35.
Oh, there it is. Let's see what the call is. Here we go.
Red, dead ball, personal foul. 15 yards added to the end of the run. First down.
Okay.
Now that's something that comes along with physicality. You get excited, you do something, and I didn't get a number on who did that, but I guarantee you they will get a talking to.
Yep. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball is on the 38-yard line. Quarterback Vinny Simon. Leo Bell in the backfield. Receiver in motion, and the give to Bell. Bell skirts, scoots, skirts, and finally brought down by number 8, it appears, Brody Anderson, strong safety for the Toros. And looks like a gain of 9. It'll be, 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2 Ball on the 47-yard line. Clock continues to move, coming up on 7 minutes. Simon, empty set in the backfield. 5 receivers out wide. Simon keeps it and runs into a wall in 52. Tunafai Tayase.
He is no joke out there.
First and 10. Excuse me, Joe.
Yeah, sorry to step on you.
No.
He definitely takes up some space, and I was surprised they didn't go end around on that, to be honest with you. I was surprised they went back up the middle.
John, are the defensive linemen much bigger now than they were when you played? When we played?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think they're more athletic, smarter, everything.
Okay. Here we go. First and 10, Wildcats. Ball on the 48-yard line. Simon back to pass, scrambles, keeps it, tries to get around the edge, and does, and finally pays the price as he's brought down by linebacker number 10, Beckham Barney, leading the way for the Toros. Not before getting the first down, though, but he definitely paid for it.
You know, Vince, sometimes it just takes a minute for teams to settle down, and it just didn't look like El Camino was comfortable in that first series. It looks like they're getting their footing, and let's see how the Toros respond to that.
First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line. Simon. Pistol set. Bell. Give to Bell right inside. And once again, Barney right there to make the play.
Barney came on what we used to call a red dog. He came in from the linebacking position, and he was blitzing all the way. He jumped over. Oop, we got a man down.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it looks like, I don't see it. 52. Let's hope he's all right.
All right.
And that's Aiden Gilliam. Let's hope he's...
Yeah, he's being tended to. So while he's being tended to, we're going to... Oh, he's up. He's getting up. We are going to run the interview with Coach Hobbs real quickly, and we'll just hear from Coach Hobbs in pregame, see what he had to say with our very own Hannah McDonald.
Welcome back to the Varsity Sports Broadcast. I'm Hannah Mack, and I'm joined by Michael Hobbs, head coach of El Camino. Coach, we're here in Herb Meyer Stadium. He was an amazing coach with an amazing legacy. What traditions and values continue?
And never mind, we are back. It was that quick. We'll run the interview with Coach Hobbs at the end of the quarter. 5:45 clock continues to move. Ball on the 37-yard line. First down. 1st and 5. Simon. Low snap, back to pass, recovers quickly. And the blitz into the backfield, coming out of nowhere. 55, Tom Paiu, defensive lineman. Wow.
Boom. That's just a rally killer. Great play, and they came from everywhere. They came from both left, right, and center.
Yeah, man.
That was all out.
Boy. 2nd and 14, ball on the 46-yard line. Clock continues to move, under 5 minutes now in the quarter. Simon, back to pass, drifts back. On the screen, finds Bell. Bell along the middle, finds open field. He's going, and he's brought down. Jasper Lake. That closing speed. Not before the Wildcats finish the play with a 1st and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line. Simon. Bell offset. Drawing the Toros offsides. They'll get another free 5 yards of real estate there.
That's 2 mental errors.
Penalty. First down.
That's 2 mental errors on the Toros, and you really want to just cut down on those. You don't want to give, that's 20 free yards they've given away.
Simon. And the quick strike on the slant. Lake on the touchdown saving tackle. That was 11, Jathan Bejarano. And now we're staring at 1st and goal, ball on the 3-yard line of the Toros.
Nice play to bring him down on that slant. 0 coming up. Aces.
1st and 3 from the 3. Heavy set. Bell looking for a lane, runs into a wall, goes nowhere. May have even lost a yard on the play, John.
Yeah, they were in goal line O, goal line D, and it was just who's going to get lower, who's going to dig harder. And the Toros won that battle.
Once again, heavy set. Give to Bell. Bell along the right side. Finally skirts in right on the corner for the Wildcat touchdown.
It definitely looked like the Toros were focused center, thinking they were going to come up the middle. Little bit of vulnerability on the outside. They ran off tackle. Touchdown.
All right. Well, as
that was an interesting formation.
yep, and the fake along the edge. 24 stopped short by Lake. May have lost the ball, but regardless, they do not convert. Toros hang on to a 1-point lead here with 3:10 remaining in the first quarter. Mountain View Toros 7, El Camino Wildcats 6. We'll be right back. All right, and Zach Ballo getting ready to kick off here. Deep man for the Toros. Deep men for the Toros. As Ballo readies himself. We have 13 Talon Arnett and ends up in the hands of Arnett, and that was Jasper Lake, and in and out of the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 20. Toros will have it. We'll see if quarterback Brady Goodman can put together another drive with the help of that big, I don't know what other term to describe him, but big offensive line. And that shifty running back in Reese Bodley.
Absolutely.
2-by-2 set for the Toros. Single back in the backfield. 1st and 10. The give to Bodley up the middle, finds a lane close to the first down. May have gotten 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Ball on the 28.
Yeah, Toros come out swinging.
Clock continues to move. Under 3 minutes in the first quarter. Toros leading by 1. Goodman back to pass on the swing. Out to Galavis. Galavis lowers the boom before being brought down by 24. That was Isaiah Tolau.
Nice open field tackle by Isaiah. Great. Just an excellent play call. They cleared out the left flats completely and then just ran that swing pass.
1st and 10. Ball on the 38. Goodman. Trip set for the Toros. Goodman finds the middle receiver along the bubble, and spinning his way to another first down is Arnett.
I'm wondering when El Camino is going to dial up a blitz, because from a defensive line standpoint, as a pass rusher, you hate when a quarterback is this efficient and gets the ball out this quickly.
2 minutes now, and the clock keeps moving. Goodman, 1st and 10. The give to Bodley. Bodley shifting, dancing near another first down. Gained 7.
Very balanced attack. Run, pass, run, pass. Just, oh, we got 4 limping off the field.
And that was, Andy Litton became very known for being very well balanced. When he was at Horizon, he had a very strong running game, 2 strong running backs, had a great decision maker as a quarterback in all the years that he was there. And he brings that mentality to Mountain View with a strong group of players already in place. Quick pass, quick strike, Goodman.
Has there been an incomplete pass from the Toros yet?
I
didn't mean to put you on the spot,
no,
but I can't recall.
I can't recall. I don't know.
They are very crisp. Mountain View looking crisp, balanced, and physical.
1st and 10 on the 35. Heavy set to the right. And now in the backfield, finding a lane. In the open field, he's going, gone. Touchdown, Toros. Number 10, Beckham Barney, the linebacker, scores.
That was really an interesting offensive setup. They ran a shift over, and I couldn't tell who the quarterback was.
And of all people, linebacker Beckham Barney scores from 35 yards out. In to kick the extra point for the Toros, John Gerard.
Just an outstanding offensive series. Balanced. Kept El Camino on their heels.
Ooh. The miscue on the snap. Couldn't get it down. Hitting the corner. Is he in?
Wow.
And he got it. Talon Arnett just skirts in on the corner, and the Toros now lead the Wildcats 15-6 with 35 seconds remaining. The 2-point conversion good. And with that, the Toros are rolling, John.
Boy, they sure are. And that 2-point conversion going bad for the Wildcats is really looming large right now. It's just tough. Sometimes you gotta, from El Camino's perspective, you gotta just shake it off, flush that last series down, and go, hey guys.
It's like a Taylor Swift song.
That's it. Shake it off.
Wow.
Yeah, I think she's
very hip.
She's into football, right?
Yeah, I think so. Well, yeah, that's what I thought.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's where I got that.
Yeah. All right.
So I'm really interested to see how El Camino responds to this. Little adversity.
Tonight's tripod set sponsored by the McDonald family. I thought we had that meeting yesterday at our production. I said, make sure the tripod is off the sideline. Oh, boy.
I know.
All right, here we go. The kick into the hands of Coleman once again. Tries the left side now. Around the corner. Rounds it. Finds a lane. Still on his feet. And a flag gets thrown right about the 40-yard line. We'll see what the official says.
Well, traditionally, that's a block in the back. Or looks like he's maybe saying a hold.
During a return, holding 32 El Camino. 10-yard penalty from the end spot of the foul. First down.
Well, El Camino took their lucky break and they broke it in 2. That's too bad. So again, just got to shake it off.
It was funny the first time, John, but yeah, it's all right. Now it's just kind of creepy. But anyway, I'm kidding. You got kids, you know. You're trying to relate. I mean, we're we're pretty good.
Yeah.
We're relatable, I think.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, with 25.7 seconds remaining, it'll be 1st and 10. Ball will be on the 30-yard line of the Wildcats. Simon, pistol set, receivers out wide, and Simon sprints out to his right, completes it, very low pass. Scooping it up off the ground was Bejarano, and has the first down. 1st and 10, ball will be placed on the 40-yard line.
That play looked broken to me, and really nice pickup.
Okay. Simon and Bell. We got, looks like we may have a timeout here. We'll see what the call is.
Oops, sorry.
And we will have a timeout as both teams want to talk it over, both coaches. And we're going to take a quick break. Oh, it's end of the quarter. Excuse me. That is a forced timeout, I guess, but uncharged. End of the quarter. We'll be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere. All right, and we're back. And the give, to Bell. Around the right side, doesn't fool anybody, gets pushed into the backfield. Number 55, Tom Paiu, stuffing the play for the Toros. Second quarter. And with 11:36, 35, clock continues to move. Second down, loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11, ball is on the 39-yard line. Simon, back to pass, drifts back, looks along the middle, and it's intercepted. Intercepted. Coming around the corner, nothing but green in front of him. He's going, gone, touchdown Toros. Brody Anderson, the strong safety, came out of nowhere, picked that ball out of the air, and returned it open field for the Toros, and 6.
Well, Brody's having himself a day. He came to play for sure. He's had 2 mega hits and now a pick 6.
Mountain View means business. Drove over 350 miles, and typically travel, you're out of sorts, you're staying somewhere. They must be staying at the Disneyland Resort because this is a night of magic. Either that or they've been waiting for this all offseason. I'm guessing it's the latter. I mean, they have come to play tonight.
They sure have, Vince.
Gerard in to kick the extra point for the Toros. Holder Talon Arnett gets it down, kick is up, and it's good. Toros now lead the Wildcats 22-6 with 11:10 remaining in the second quarter. Wow. Talk about a defensive domination early.
You know, sometimes it's nice to get on the road, especially when it's 101 degrees and you're coming out to a nice 78-degree night. Outstanding play by Mountain View.
Wow. And with that, Toros getting ready to kick off again here in the second quarter. Deep man for the Wildcats. 11, Jathan Bejarano, and 7, Caden Coleman. Coleman has shagged about every one of those kickoff returns, and ball falls off the tee. Get it back set.
Yeah, Caden had a nice return last kickoff. It was called back, unfortunately, for El Camino. Let's see if they can get something positive going.
Gerard. Good kick once again. They must have watched some film, but anyway, that ball drifts out of bounds. They meaning Mountain View, as to where to place that kick. It'll be 1st and 10. And ball should be placed on the 35, I believe, is where that's going to go. And they're backing the Toros off. 1st and 10, ball on the 35-yard line. Ball will be on the right hash as the Wildcat offense, led by quarterback number 10, Vinny Simon. 3, Bell still in the backfield for the Wildcats. 3 receivers out wide. Bottom of your screen, single receiver isolated up top. Bell with the call. Tries to go around right side, and he's dragged down by the shoulder pads. 24. That's Cannon Rabin.
Nice play by Cannon. The Toros are really north-south. They just are attacking.
Wow. Bell offset. Simon, shotgun formation. And Bell finds the lane right in the middle, stays on his feet to the right side, shaking off a couple of tacklers. Now I'm using that term. Shaking off a couple of tacklers. That song's going to be in my head the rest of the way back home. Thanks to John McDonald, sponsor of tonight's Broken Tripod. All right. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball is on the 48-yard line. The gift to Bell, met in the backfield. Really quick. 24, Rabin once again stepping up.
Just bringing it, bringing the noise.
No huddle for the Wildcats. Line up on the offensive line, on the line of scrimmage. And the give once again to Bell, dropped by number 10, Barney.
I'm surprised they keep going back to that read option. But then every other play it's working. They're getting some positive yards. So that's why I'm up here, not down there, Vince.
You know, it's I don't know. It's easy to be an armchair quarterback.
It sure is.
Yeah. Simon, back to pass on the screen, finds 11, gains a few, and that was Bejarano.
So this is definitely fake punt territory. It does look like the punt team's coming out.
It appears so. On 4th down, 4th and 5, ball is on the 43. Clock continues to move, under 9 minutes now till halftime. Stick around at half. We've got some amazing content, segments from our amazing team. For those of you folks that follow our journey, we have, well, we'll get through this punt here, and then I'll brag a little bit. Bit of a low snap. And drifting, Ballo got a good bounce on that. Comes back and ends up on about the 9-yard line. So that's where the Toros are going to take over. 1st and 10 on their own 9-yard line.
Kick. 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
Re-kick, okay.
You guys?
All right. So John, as you know, we not only do we do live streaming, but we produce and broadcast 2 radio shows a week. For those of you folks at home that have listened or haven't listened, we've got the Varsity Sports Show Saturday mornings from 9 to 11 on AM 1060 KDUS Arizona. Live stream link, you can listen anywhere in the world, internet access, but obviously statewide AM radio. We occupy the #1 time slot on Saturday mornings now, 9 to 11. And, it's a big deal. Anyway.
That's a really big deal.
It is, it is.
Outstanding.
It is to me. And then Sunday mornings, we got the Varsity Sports Show on ESPN 97.5, 92.5 Houston. The re-kick by Ballo. Good hang time and ends up safe caught by Zachary Galavis. It'll be downed 1st and 10. Ball will be placed on the 12-yard line. 1st and 10 on the 12. So we've got our show in Texas every Sunday morning, different show, and our amazing production, broadcast, and production interns produce and co-host both shows every week, in addition to all of our live streaming that we do. We're doing high school football. We're doing some junior college football on Saturdays with the HOCOM Junior College Athletic Conference. But we are up to 70 interns nationally. We've got schools that partnerships with schools across the country. It's been an amazing period of growth, and we're so excited about all the young talent that we have.
I want to jump on that right after
Yeah, you
this
can
play.
intern, sure. And inside the run, the give, and on the carry, number 36 for the Toros, that is Coy Bodley.
I think it's great, Vince, that you have students out here helping you, and besides me.
Well, we're lifelong learners.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I just think it's outstanding. Kudos.
2nd and 5. And the fake. Goodman sprints out right, completes it along the right sideline. Stays on his feet until he falls. Gets tripped up, and that's 18, Porter Wilhelm.
Brought down by number 6, Anthony Sega. Just a touchdown-saving tackle there.
Oh, my goodness. And Wilhelm, all of 6'4", just rumbling down the field. The big tight end. 1st and 10 for the Toros, ball on the 40. Goodman under center, completes once again. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage. That's Arnett. And no gain on the play. Might have even lost a half a yard. We'll call it 2nd and 11. Ball on the 41. Clock continues to move.
Really nice open field tackle.
Goodman. Goodman. The give inside once again to the sophomore, Coy Bodley, who swallowed up after a gain of a couple. May have lost the football. And he did. It'll be the Wildcats' ball as players are celebrating coming off the field.
That's tough.
Wow.
So the Toros are just going to have to knuckle up, pick up their offense through a good defensive stance.
First and 10 for the Wildcats, ball on the 39-yard line. Quarterback Vinny Simon, and in the backfield, number 3, Leo Bell. Receivers split out wide for the Wildcats. 2-by-2 set. Simon looks, scrambles, keeps, Finds a lane along left side before being dragged down, popped.
By guess who?
Wow.
Brody's having himself a game. He is just a magnet to that ball.
2nd and 5. Gain of 5 on the play. Very respectable for a quarterback. Trip set, top of your screen. Actually, empty set now. No backs in the backfield. Bell in the slot position down at the bottom of your screen. Bell in motion. Simon gives to Bell. Bell rounds the corner, finds a lane, and is gang tackled after a gain of about 5. Looks like leading the charge for the Toros looks to be number 0, Jasper Lake. Lake, of course, the senior, 6'2", safety for the Toros. That's great size to be a defensive back. My
Oh
gosh.
my goodness.
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, with my lifts, I'm 5'9", if even that. So, anyway. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball is on the 47-yard line. The give inside.
And again, I'm surprised that they're testing the heart of the Toros defense. And they have had some success, El Camino that is. I'm surprised they're not trying to stretch the field a little more and run a little more end around.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9. Ball on the 46. As Simon gets the call from the sideline. Bell in the backfield.
So as a lineman, I'm pinning my ears back right now. I'm selling out. It's a pass play. I'm coming in hard. 2nd and long. I'm not falling for that.
Simon back to pass. Goes over the top on the post route. Incomplete. Just overthrows the intended target. But tracking very closely. Mountain View defender. Cornerback Dominic Gerard. 3rd and 9. Ball on the 46. 4 minutes and 13 seconds till half. Folks, once again, stick around through halftime. Got some content that you're sure to enjoy from our amazing team. Simon. Simon finds Bell once again. Off tackle. Grinds out a couple more. Not enough, though, for the first. And it'll be 4th and just short. Call it, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 yards. 4th and 4. And the punt unit comes out. Quarterback, punter, Zach Ballo. Long snapper on the play, 63, Steven Munoz. Deep to receive for the Toros. Oh, and he keeps. Ballo tries to find the edge, may have enough. It's going to be close, folks. Does he get it? He got it.
I'm surprised they didn't fake punt the last series, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I didn't say it again because the last time I repeated myself, you made fun of me. Just know, I was looking fake punt.
Yeah.
You got to know those things on a defensive stand, yeah.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball is on the 37-yard line. 3 minutes and 14 seconds till half. Quarterback Vinny Simon. Simon gives to Bell. Bell around the left side, still on his feet. Finally being tackled from behind by Jasper Lake.
Nice patience by Bell. Good vision, good patience, and they went off tackle. They stretched the field, which I think was a good idea. Let's see how the Toros respond.
First and 10. Ball is on the 14-yard line now for the Wildcats. Bell is offset. Quarterback Vinny Simon.
Coming on the blitz.
Bell once again, patience and not fooling anybody. The Toros leading the charge, bottom of the pile there, number 10, Beckham Barney. Barney's having himself a game as well.
He is. They ran that red dog again. He came around the right side, blitzing. And that's just fun. As a defender, when you're just the monster coming around, you're like, my responsibility, create havoc. And he did his job.
2nd and 8, gain of 2 on the play, ball on the 12. Two-by-two set for the Wildcats. May have a timeout here.
Timeout, El Camino. The first timeout.
All right, well, with that, we're going to take a quick timeout as well. With 1:57 remaining till half. Don't go anywhere, folks. The Mountain View Toros leading the El Camino Wildcats 22-6. We'll be right back. With 1:57 remaining, Wildcats knocking on the door, ball on the 12-yard line, 2nd and 8. And the blitz going over the top is Simon. No flag. He was out of bounds. And we've got the boos starting a little bit here on the home side. Pass is incomplete. Legitimate, John?
A little bit of contact. A little bit of contact, but like you said, he may have been out of bounds before.
Yeah. So two-by-two set for the Wildcats. Simon drifts back on the screen to Bell. Bell tries to round the corner. Is he in? No, he's just shy. But maybe enough for the first. It'll be 1st and goal. And ball will be on the 3-yard line. 2-yard line, it looks like, is where the official is.
2-yard line, okay.
1st and 2 from the 2. Heavy set. And stopped in the backfield. Didn't fool anybody. And who is it? None other than number 10, linebacker Beckham Barney.
I like a misdirection right here. There's so much physicality coming from the Toros side. From El Camino's perspective, show the ball, let them attack the center, try and end around.
Another heavy set.
Or
stopped
just
in the
get stuffed no matter what.
You know, as I'm thinking, as I'm watching the play develop, the previous play, and I see Beckham Barney step in, you know who he reminds me of? And even looking at his dimensions, 6'3", 210. Do you remember a Mountain View Toros linebacker from the early 80s by the name of Todd Shell?
Oh, wow.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a name from the past, isn't it?
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's Todd Shell, of course, spending most of his career, if not all his career, with the San Francisco 49ers. But, man, what a player for Jess Parker back in the day.
Tremendous amount of athletes came out of Mesa Mountain View.
Oh.
Todd Heap.
Yeah, some quarterbacks, too. Here we go. 3rd and 6 from the 6. 3rd and goal. Loss of 3 on the play. Simon back, scrambles. Still on his feet. Is he in? And he stops short. Wow, you talk about the closing speed. Number 11, Rain Curiel, the linebacker, made a play on Simon, just closed in on him. And we've got a stoppage in play here. Looks like a timeout called, and that'll be timeout will be called by the Wildcats. We're going to keep it right here. So, John, as you see this develop, obviously, I mean, to be captain, obvious. What do the Wildcats need to do? Well, they need to score, but how are they going to get in the end zone?
Well, it's tough. Initially, I'm thinking the heart of the defense is the strength of the Toros, so you want to do some misdirection, you know, and it just seems like the Toros are so athletic that they're able to recover even when they're out of position. I'm going to stick with the misdirection, but you really got to sell it. You really got to sell it. And it's tough because now, from my perspective, I'm not biting on anything. I know they're passing, and that's what I'm playing. I'm playing the pass. I'm coming hard, trying to get the quarterback. So,
yeah.
Did that answer your question?
It was pretty good. That was very, you're like a regular Tony Romo. With 2.8 seconds remaining till half. Very last play, likely. Heavy set for the Wildcats. Bell in the backfield. Got a couple of big fullbacks in front of him. And that time, the quarterback, number 44, we had a stoppage in play. We'll see what that is.
Dead ball, encroachment, defense.
Uh-oh.
Half the distance to goal.
Wow.
Fourth down.
Okay.
So El Camino was in a jumbo formation. They had complete beef on the field at that point. So I was completely wrong. They were not passing.
4th and 2 from the 2. Coach Hobbs stepping on the field.
Timeout.
Another timeout, and is that their last timeout of the half? 1 second remaining. We're going to take the quick timeout as well. Folks, don't go anywhere here. The Mountain View Toros Network, presented by the Varsity Sports Show in Oceanside, California. Toros leading 22-6, 1 second remaining till half. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. Final play of the half. 4th and 1 from the 1. Heavy set once again. Wildcats are in. Touchdown.
Play.
Oh, encroachment, defense.
Wow.
Half the distance to goal.
Are you kidding?
Hey, if you're not cheating, you're just not trying. You got to get right up on that ball. I tend to respect this, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. So, with 0 on the clock, once again, 4th and 1 from the 1. 4th and goal. This will be the last play of the half. Heavy set once again. And the give to Bell. Bell is in. Touchdown.
Well, we knew what play they were going to run.
Yeah.
I mean, this was like instant replay. Well, that's a shot in the arm for El Camino. Do you think they go for 2, or do you think they stick to the...
You know, they go for 2, they get it. That puts them within 8. They go for 1, they get it. That puts them within 9. I don't think it matters. If I were them, well, they're going for 2. I was going to say just kick the extra point, but get the sure points. But they're going for 2 here. No, maybe not. Yep, they're setting up to kick. Okay. Oh. All right. Ballo to attempt the extra point. Snap is good. Kick is up. And it sails through the upright. So with that, folks, it's halftime with Mountain View, the Toros, the visiting squad coming to Oceanside, California, and Herb Meyer Field here at El Camino High School lead the El Camino Wildcats 22-13. We'll be back. Stick around. Enjoy our content at the half.
I'm Reese English, a University of Alabama sophomore, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. This Saturday, the Alabama Crimson Tide will take on Western Kentucky. Ahead of the night game on the newly named field, Saban Field, the Tide continues to work for the number 1 2025 recruiting class. As of today, Alabama's top 5 players in the 2025 class are Ty Hayward, Caleb Cunningham, Keelan Russell, Dejon Lee, and Michael Carroll. All of these players are ranked in the top 34 of the 2025 class, according to On3.com. Ty Haywood is an offensive lineman from Denton, Texas, who is 6'4" and weighs 297 pounds. He committed back in July with almost zero competition for him to choose from. He currently is spending his senior year playing for Ryan High School. Alongside him at Ryan is interior offensive lineman Marcus Garcia, who committed to Texas A&M way back in April. Haywood is ranked 11th nationally and at his position number 2. Caleb Cunningham is a wide receiver from Ackerman, Mississippi, who is 6'2" and weighs 180 pounds. He committed in July with minor competition from teams like Mississippi State and Auburn. He currently is starting his final season at Choctaw County. He is by far their best player, with the next best player being only a 3-star who is not yet committed anywhere. Cunningham is ranked 14th nationally and at his position ranked number 2. Keelan Russell is a quarterback from Duncansville, Texas, who is 6'3" and weighs 182 pounds. He committed in early June with competition from the SMU Mustangs. He currently is finishing his high school career for the Duncansville Panthers with the number 3 ranked player in the 2025 class, DeCorian Moore, who committed to Oregon recently. Russell's skill set is like the current Alabama quarterback, Jalen Milroe. He is ranked 17th nationally and the 3rd best quarterback in the 2025 class. Dejon Lee is a cornerback from Mission Viejo, California, who is 6'3" and weighs 187 pounds. He committed in June 2 with zero real competition from any schools, just minor interest from schools like USC and Washington, but Bama overruled those schools marginally. In practice, he gets to line up against 2 stud wide receivers ranked as high 4 stars and quarterback Luke Fahey, who is on the fence committing to either Auburn or Ole Miss. He is ranked nationally as the 22nd player, and at his position, he is 4th. Finally, the highest-ranked Alabama 4-star is an interior offensive lineman, Michael Carroll. Carroll is 6'6" and 315 pounds and is from Doylestown, Pennsylvania. He committed to Bama back in June and had competition from Penn State, Michigan, and Georgia. He currently is playing for IMG down in Florida as he finishes up his high school playing for them. Carroll is ranked as the 34th ranked player nationally, and at his position he is ranked 3rd. I'm Reese English, a University of Alabama sophomore, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show.
This is Saleh Awad from Arizona State University, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. With high school football officially upon us, Flagstaff's own Camino Panthers' varsity team looks to make a deep playoff run in the 4A this season. Their year kicks off this week, and the Panthers will attempt to capitalize on a successful 2023 season. The team finished last season with a 7-4 record before being eliminated 23-20 by Arcadia in the 4A playoffs. Despite having a 2-4 away record last season, the Panthers went undefeated on their home field and will look to keep that momentum into this season. Coconino's lead rusher last season, Bridger French, graduated after a groundbreaking year where he finished with 1,673 rushing yards and 26 rushing touchdowns in just 11 games played. While French's departure will be a significant loss for the team, senior Fernando Ramirez will look to fill that spot and keep Coconino's dominant rushing attack intact. Panthers head coach Gary Cook, who has almost 30 years of coaching experience both in Arizona and in Michigan, will attempt to get this program a 4A championship this season. For the Varsity Sports Show, this is Saleh Awad reporting.
Reimagined. Good day, good dusk. My name is Alexandra Medina. Thank you for tuning in to the Varsity Sports Show. Now, there is a few things in life in which emotions run high, high school football being one of them. And while there is talent on every team, there are a few powerhouse teams that stand out at the national level. Starting with the #1 high school football team in the country, taking you to Santa Ana, California, it is Mater Dei High School. Mater Dei has been standing on business the last 3 seasons, currently ranked #1, but during the previous 3 seasons, the Monarchs have been within the top 5 across the board. Mater Dei has produced NFL superstars like Detroit Lions Amon-Ra St. Brown and Carolina Panthers Bryce Young. But this is not the only school under the eye of college recruiters. Bishop Gorman High School out of Las Vegas, Nevada, has been in the spotlight, being that the program is ranked 2nd in the country. Brent Browner took control of the team in 2020. Before Browner, the team was led by Kenny Sanchez, who guided the team to 2 national high school championships. Bishop Gorman is led by senior quarterback Melvin Spicer IV and is looking to win state title this season, which would make the program state champions for 6 consecutive seasons. Coming in at 3rd is St. John Bosco High School out of Bellflower, California. St. John Bosco has ended its season for the last 14 seasons when head coach Jason Negro took over the program as one of the top 5 ranked teams in the state of California. This has been the National High School Football Report, coming to you live from Alexandra Medina.
Hi everyone, this is Roberto Astorga for the Varsity Sports Show. With the high school football season beginning another year, it is important to preview some of the teams poised to make noise. In the landscape of Arizona football, powerhouses like Saguaro, Chandler, and Centennial get a lot of attention. This time, I'll focus on a region that doesn't always get the attention it deserves. Let's take a trip to the White Mountains. Schools like Show Low, Blue Ridge, and Round Valley are all in 3A, representing their towns in the mountains. They play a tougher style of football with the pride they need to play for an entire town. One team I reached out to love their town and will do their best for it. Let me introduce to you the Snowflake Lobos. Coach K. Solomon's team is filled with experience at crucial positions like offensive line, running back, and defensive line. Solomon also trusts and believes in his players, like starting quarterback, sophomore Jacob Leduc. The Lobos are shooting for a 4A region and conference title after they were moved up from 3A in recent years. With more experience and a second place finish in the region last year, the Lobos may just win it. Besides championships and records, Solomon stresses accountability, love, and humility. He wants his players to grow up and be great citizens, leaders, and fathers. Even though the White Mountains are a region sometimes forgotten, Coach Solomon and Snowflake are an example of what high school football should be all about. For the Varsity Sports Show, Roberto Astorga.
Hello, this is Tomasa Perez from Arizona State University reporting for Varsity Sports Show. Ready or not, Brigade is ready to take the field against Fallon Hills. As an interim head coach, Coach Chris Cronkett introduced Eli Salas, freshman quarterback, to improve the offense in passing over 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns in the last 5 challenging games last season, causing an end of 0-10. This season, new head coach Chris Cronkett was determined to rebuild the program. Coach Cronkett mentions that there are 40 players, including 10 freshmen and a new defensive coordinator, Dornell Chavez. Unfortunately, sophomore Eli Salas, starting quarterback, has recently injured his shoulder. Sophomore Jeremiah Suter will step in as the new starter quarterback. This team has the motivation to keep moving past last year's struggles and ready to build a new successful future. Thank you. I will see you on Friday. This is Tomasa Perez reporting with Varsity Sports Show.
Hi, everybody. I'm Travis Bradley with Varsity Sports Show, and this is this week's Arizona State University Sun Devils football preview. The Sun Devils and the Cowboys will be revitalizing a historical matchup that hasn't taken place since 1977. Overall, Arizona State has a 9-6 record, 7-2 at home. That's important to mention as the Cowboys will be coming to Tempe this Saturday. In that last matchup in 1977, Arizona State took the win 45-0 over the Cowboys, and we haven't seen these teams face each other since. Now, head coach Kenny Dillingham, he's coming in, he's excited. He's got a 3-9 record from last season that he needs to prove has no place in Arizona State football. They were 112th out of 133 eligible FBS football teams last year. Now, we do have some big news, some big updates. They are coming to the Big 12 this season. They'll be joining other elite teams, other high-ranking teams, teams such as Colorado, TCU, Texas Tech, Utah. This will now be the cohort that Arizona State finds itself in. Now, it's important to mention, they are still on reduced scholarship availability due to the violations that occurred during the Herm Edwards era at Arizona State. So currently, Arizona still facing some of those infractions. They have not been in the top 25 since 2021. That's beginning of the season, end of the season, at any point. They have been outside of the top 25 for nearly 3 years at this point. Quarterback Jaden Rashada famously took his NIL deal on a transfer to University of Georgia. So we've got two of our new 29, count that, 29 transfer students coming to Arizona State to play Sun Devil football. Two of them will be our transfer quarterbacks, Sam Leavitt and Jeff Sims. Sam probably looking like he's going to earn the starting position this year, but we'll have to wait and see. Cam Scadabo returns this season. That should help the running backs and the offense move a little bit better. And they also added Alton McCaskill from Colorado, another transfer, should get this offense moving along. Lucky enough to be and we gotta think about what Arizona State has to offer up front. So it was at some point last season, Coach Dillingham was actually, he felt required or compelled even to reach out to the undergraduate class, looking for any students, hear this, any students over the weight of 300 pounds to come try out and see if they'd be a fit for the offensive line here at Arizona State. So the good news is this. The only thing left is an upside for Coach Dillingham. He's got everything to prove, everything to gain. And the reality is we've got almost 30 people coming in this season from different universities, different schools, different student athletes that want to play Arizona State University football. The exciting thing about this is that Wyoming is also under new head coach and essentially a new quarterback. However, ESPN is giving ASU a 72.5% chance of winning this game. That's all I have for you. My name is Travis Bradley, and this is Varsity Sports Show.
This is Saleh Awad from Arizona State University, reporting for the Varsity Sports Show. With high school football officially upon us, Flagstaff's own Camino Panthers' varsity team looks to make a deep playoff run in the 4A this season. Their year kicks off this week, and the Panthers will attempt to capitalize on a successful 2023 season. The team finished last season with a 7-4 record before being eliminated
The whole time. We got to check it, guys. And folks, we had an audio issue, technical difficulty. We apologize. We are back online now.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Goodman. And Goodman back to pass. Goodman across the middle on the comeback, and it's completed.
Outstanding response to the adversity, coming out, playing catch, keeping El Camino off balance.
And Goodman once again to Barney. Barney finds the lane, breaks into the open field. Not before getting another first down. It'll be 1st and 10.
Again, just keep that balance going. Run, pass, run, pass.
Single back in the backfield. Goodman under center. Barney once again with the call. Cuts back upfield. Gains 5 more. And it'll be 2nd and 5. Ball on the 31-yard line. Goodman sprints out to his right, completes. Arnett taken out of bounds by number 9, Michael Sega. 1st and 10 for the Toros. Keep moving those sticks. Trip set now for Mountain View. As the Toros take advantage of that wide side of the field to load up their receivers. And met in the backfield, Dominic Gerard. So it looks like it appears to be tailback by committee now for the Toros, John.
Yes, it does. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think, giving somebody just a quick windbreak on the sideline, I see that a lot where at different levels of football, they'll just ride the same horse. It doesn't matter at what level. Everybody kind of peters out at some point. So I like that they're sharing the rock.
2nd and 10, no gain on the play. Ball on the 19-yard line. Gerard wants, correction. Goodman keeps and grinds out. Looks like 6 yards. It'll be 3rd, actually 8 yards. 3rd and 2.
Nice misdirection on that play, too. He's given it probably 7, 8 times in a row, and then he finally just pulls it, puts it back in his pocket, and gets a nice gain.
Gain of 7 on the play. 3rd and 3, ball on the 12. Goodman under center, single back in the backfield. Barney dragging players with him, and the 1st and goal.
Barney is no joke. That's like a defensive end size guy carrying the ball, and that's no fun.
Wow.
That is no fun as a defender to come up on somebody and just go, oh, wow, why are you carrying the ball?
1st and goal, ball on the 4-yard line. 3 receivers up top. And a bit of a heavy set to the right now. Barney takes it, finds it, touchdown, Toros!
Wow.
From 4 yards out, little bit of misdirection, loading up the right side, and Barney, all power, some finesse, and we add 6.
Barney has 2 tackles for losses, 2 touchdowns. He's really having himself a game right now.
Extra point attempt, John Gerard.
Do you know what I love about high school football?
What's that?
Barney's playing both ways.
Yeah, that's definitely a throwback to the Jesse Parker era.
Yeah. He's just bringing it.
And with that, the Toros lead by 9 late in the 3rd quarter, 29-20. Looks like we got our audio fixed just in time for some real action here. And with 4:38 remaining in the 3rd quarter, Mountain View, the visitors, lead the home squad, El Camino, the Wildcats, 29-20. We'll be right back. As Gerard readies himself to kick off. Nice high kick. Doesn't quite get the distance. Could be by the design, but back into the hands of Coleman. Coleman along the sideline. Finally dragged down from behind by Jasper Lake. Lake's made some touchdown-saving tackles.
Absolutely. And that was a really unfortunate for the Toros. They got such a El Camino got such a nice return. Jasper laid a lick, though. There's nothing like a sideline tackle. You know, it's just, it doesn't matter how powerful the runner is. He does not have power from the side, so you can really just bring the wood. El Camino is not going gently into the night.
First, sorry,
no,
John.
Bring it.
Bring it. Here we go. Simon on the screen. Finds one of his favorite targets tonight. We have a turnover? We do! Toros have it. Wow.
I think he was down by contact before the ball came out. I had a pretty good view. Toros are definitely benefiting from...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they are not looking back. Good job.
Toros will have it 1st and 10 on the 30-yard line. Excuse me, 29-yard line.
And again, turnovers just haunting these. It's really hard to overcome multiple turnovers in a game.
Offense comes back out onto the field. Number 5, Brady Goodman, who's been managing, doing more capable than just managing the offense tonight. Would you agree? What's your assessment so far? If you had to give him a letter grade.
Well, he does have an interception, so I would give him a B- right now because he came back.
Yeah. Barney jukes a defender and manages to grind out a couple of yards here, finally getting forced out of bounds. May have gotten 3 yards on the play where initially might have been a loss of 1.
And on that interception, Goodman just threw late to the middle. It was just a mental error, and he was trying to make something happen. So he's still having a great game, and he came back and had a completion right when they got the ball back.
2nd and 7 from the 32. 2-by-2 set for the Toros. Barney in the backfield, and the give around the corner to Zachary Galavis, who's finally dragged down by number 4, Jake Williams of the Wildcats. Folks, be sure and tune in next week as we bring you more Arizona high school football. I'll be on the call once again for the Toros as they host the Saguaro Sabercats, who suffered a tough loss in Coach Darius Kelly's first game as head coach of the Sabercats last night. Goodman to Barney. Barney runs into a wall of defenders led by number 2, Zach Ballo.
And he's still falling forward. He was met 2 feet into the backfield and still had forward momentum.
All right,
4th and short.
Yep, that's the decision. So go for it or punt?
I'm going for it, but that's why I'm up here.
4th and less than 1. Well, they might have heard you, John.
I'm going for it because this is really, you get it. You're just taking the wind out of El Camino's sails.
The give inside to Beckham as he drives. Did he get it? It's going to be close, folks.
Wow.
He got it. 1st and 10, Toros.
And they give it to Beckham. No surprise there.
Wow.
Boy, Beckham's having himself a game.
Big shout out tonight to Mountain View Toros Athletic Director Joe Goodman and Principal Dr. Mike Oliver, a.k.a. part of the Mike and Joe show on the Varsity Sports. So they do a little vaudevillian act bit on our show. It's actually real life. These guys are not faking it. And they make fun of each other and everything. Goodman sprinting out to his right and dragged down number 53, Donovan Daniels. So, yeah, back to the Mike and Joe show. So, I'm telling you, it really is amazing to me because, you know, Mike Oliver, he is a doctor. You know, he's a PhD, and yet he is kind of humoring Joe Goodman, you know, the AD there. So, but they have a little fun with it. They make fun of each other. And Mike, Dr. Oliver is actually an old, well, he's not old. I'm not going to say he's old, but he's a Maryvale guy. So, yeah, grew up. He was
West Side?
Yeah, ball boy for the Phoenix Suns back in the day. Goodman, back to pass, goes over the top. Separation and caught. The ball is caught. Mikey Sumko with authority. It'll be 1st and 10 on the 30.
I love the poise that Goodman's showing right here. He takes a sack. He definitely, another mental error. He should have just thrown out of bounds when he got out of the pocket. But he comes back, throws a perfect dime. Outstanding. Outstanding.
Single back in the backfield. 2 receivers on each side. And inside, the carry by Gerard. When you can generate your running game again, John, amazing what it does for your passing game.
100%, and they've got thunder and lightning going. They have these undersized undersized. They're still 175, 180.
Yeah.
But then you got to deal with thunder or lightning. Both are going to burn you, and it's tough. El Camino's really got their work cut out for them. Bravo to the Toros.
2nd and 6 from the 26. Trip set for the Toros. Gerard tries to spin out and is met in the backfield. Number 32, Manoa Motuliki for the Wildcats with the play.
And that's the sort of thing El Camino needs to do on the regular. They need to take back the physicality, and the Toros are just absolutely answering the call. Every time something like this happens, I mean, if I'm a betting man, I'm saying the Toros are going to answer, and they're going to get positive yardage. They're not going to have back-to-back negative plays.
This third quarter definitely with some interesting turn of events, but very reminiscent of much of the first half of the game, is that the Toros led a charge, came back, and now lead the Wildcats by 9. 29-20, end of the third. We'll be right back after the break. And we're back. Start of the fourth quarter here from Herb Meyer Field on the campus of El Camino High School. Toros leading by 9. Goodman back to pass. Goodman scans the field, goes up over the top. Separation. Arnett catches it. And he's in for a Toro touchdown.
Outstanding. Outstanding. Arnett just goes over and just
flag.
wants it more.
From 27 yards out, we're going to find out what the call is here, but it's clearly after the play.
I'm going to guess unsportsmanlike.
Oh, who was it?
Yeah, but man, I tell you what, you got to celebrate on a play like that, for God's sakes.
You want to have a kickoff?
Well, yeah. Here we go. We'll hear from our friend, Mr. Official.
We have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, celebration, penalty being forced on a kickoff.
Okay, well, there you have it.
Well, sometimes you celebrate, and sometimes you celebrate and get a little physical with your celebration.
Yeah.
I didn't see that, but maybe.
When we used to scrimmage Mountain View back in the day, and when that happened, when Mountain View had a player, once in a while, once in a blue moon, they had someone celebrate. Otherwise, they never celebrated anything. Coach Parker had this glare that he would give. He wouldn't yell. He just had a glare like, son, we're gonna, when we get off the bus, when we get back to Mountain View, we're gonna run a little bit.
He's Jess Parker was like, kind of like they had that Jim Harbaugh, like, hey, we can settle this one of two ways, my way, or I can wrestle you to the ground.
Boy.
And he was a tough hombre.
Yeah, but he hardly yelled. That was the thing. He just had this presence about him. I mean, he was such an imposing figure. Yeah. Anyway, Gerard, and somebody puts a hand on the ball.
Looks like 6'4".
Wow. So with that, the Toros lead by 15, 35-20. And, it was interesting. I was a member of the, few years back, the Phoenix Union High School District Sports Hall of Fame Committee. And we were, responsible for nominating, inducting new members. And obviously I had my old alums, Camelback, and a couple other schools that I inducted for. And I got in touch with Coach Parker because we wanted to induct him to the Hall of Fame. And this was before he passed away, months before he passed away. And I talked to him, and he said, Vince, I'm happy to come into the Hall of Fame. I'm honored. But I got a couple of former players that I'd like to come in with me. And I said, Coach, I'm sorry because we're limited as to the number, but we really want to offer you. And he was quiet on the phone. I called him. He was quiet on the phone, and he goes, that's disappointing. And that's all he said. He didn't say anything. Like he was waiting for me to say, Coach, you know what? We're going to go ahead and make that change. And I was one of the new guys on the committee. I didn't know what to do, but he ended up going along with it. And then, of course, a couple months later, unfortunately, he passed away. But he was such a gracious person. But it was just an interesting interaction with him. He would call me, give me names of other people, make sure you get him in, make sure you get him in. And we did. We got a couple of his former Camelback players in. It was really nice. And so, Jesse Parker. Okay, here we go. John Gerard readies the kickoff. And another drifter here ends up into the hands of Coleman. Coleman tries the left side this time, gets around the corner before being met and body slammed by 11, Rain Curiel, part of that amazing linebacking core of the Toros. He's another big body. You talk about, he's a thicker guy. He's just under 6 feet tall, but almost 200 pounds.
Yeah, he really met him and said, hi, here's the ground.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball's on the 40-yard line. Left hash. As got a couple of receivers out wide here to the right. 2 receivers up top, 2 down below. Single back in the backfield in number 3, Leo Bell. Vinny Simon, the quarterback. Simon back to pass. Scans the field. Takes off. Runs into a wall. Number 24.
And 55.
Cannon Rabin and Tom Pau.
And Tom's just doing great. He has 2 tackles for losses already. He's just bringing it.
Clock continues to run here, coming up on 11 minutes. And the Wildcats, not sure if they should be chewing the clock here in the 4th quarter, but down by 2 scores. Simon back to pass. Simon goes over the top from the screenplay to the running back who's sniffed out. None other than Beckham Barney. Wow.
Yeah, Beckham's just really understanding his role. Dominate. It's tough when somebody has size and athleticism and speed and instinct.
Simon.
So they're going to be a little bit short, Vince. What do you do here? I mean, you got to go, right, if you're El Camino?
I think so, with 10 minutes remaining. Under 10 minutes.
They're bringing in their jumbo again. This is their jumbo package.
The give. Bell, it's going to be close. It looks like he may have it. Yep, 1st and 10 for the Toros.
And I think, you know, as Jess Parker has the legacy and the stadium named after him, so does El Camino. They have Herb Meyer, and I believe that that's what they call their Rambo package. I think that's what they call it when they bring in the big guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Yep, 1st and 10, ball on the 49-yard line. Simon sprints to his right, lets it go along the sideline, and he was out of bounds. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 on the 49.
Nice pressure by Thais, 52. Really creating that incompletion. Oh, and he's got his jersey's ripped too. He's been working today.
Simon back to pass. Simon scans over the top, completes it. Wow. Even through the outstretched arms of Barney, still completes that pass to Bejarano.
El Camino's really impressing me because they just keep fighting.
First and 10 for the Wildcats. Bell in the backfield. Simon once again back to pass. Scans, evading defenders, and picked off. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Lake. Wow. What happened?
Vince, I don't know if they're calling that a completion.
He was out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Okay.
Sounds like.
Could have looked from my side.
Okay.
All right, well. Yep.
So you have 2nd and long. And again, as a defensive lineman, you just got to be thinking pass 100%. They run a draw, they run a draw. Well,
Simon, and it's intercepted. Oh my goodness. Wow. This time it's for real. And that was Curiel with the monster play here in the 4th quarter for the Toros.
outstanding play. Just playing center field. Drop back in his zone coverage. Momentum killer.
Wow.
Do you remember John Bonds?
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I do. I still remember him trotting out. Again, you get back to the famed gold playoff pants. And John Bonds was the quarterback. He was the All-American, beach guy. And he just trotted out. He had the little towel in front. His hands were always clean. 6'4", blonde locks. That $1 million smile. Not that I'm keeping track of these things. But anyway, around the corner goes Barney.
So I bring up John because when we played Mountain View, they just sniffed out our passing game. And no one else had the whole season. And John was just clockwork. He threw I think he threw more picks that game than he had thrown the whole season.
Wow.
Credit to Mountain View.
Barney once again. Clearly a first down, so it'll be 1st and 10, and the clock keeps moving. Nope. The official winded his arm here. Yep, restarted the clock, and it'll be 1st and 10. Ball will be on the 40-yard line.
Yeah, they want to go home.
Yeah,
that's what
the officials want to go home.
Yeah,
I told that ref. I said, "Don't you dare keep that the John McDonald family ref mic tonight." So, We're going to call it something else. Maybe we'll call it the Mike and Joe ref mic next week.
There you go.
Mike and Joe.
There you
Mike
go.
and Joe ref mic.
Boy, outstanding. Mountain View comes out, travels, came out a day early, had pregame, got ready, and just had a good game plan. Really sound, really balanced, and just their physicality, you just can't say enough. El Camino really has a lot of size, a lot of athleticism, and the Toros just outmatched.
And first and 10, ball on the 40. Goodman still managing the offense. Offset. And the give around the right side to Gerard. Little shifty speed back.
And you know you're going to get a steady diet of run now. They're just going to be burning clock. The Toros are just going to be grinding.
Goodman still on his feet. Nearly in. Wow, he's got some wheels on.
Outstanding. He's really playing good, man.
Wow.
He's living up to his name.
Well, as Goodman looks to the sideline, he's got to be, well, I'm not going to say he's got to be winded. It's 70 degrees out here, but still, after a carry like that, 1st and 2 from the 2. Players in motion going into a heavy set. Goodman under center. Goodman to Barney. Barney, and he's in for a Toros touchdown.
Well, that caps a great night for Barney. I mean, just playing phenomenal. From the Toros' perspective, you want to build on this. There were some mental errors. There were some penalties that probably shouldn't have happened, but it's early in the season, so you want to just learn from that stuff.
Toros now extending their lead with 6:13 remaining, leading El Camino 42-20. It's gotten a little quiet here in the stadium tonight, at least on the home side, as expected.
Yeah, and on the home side, from El Camino's perspective, they just need to learn from this. They need to finish strong. They need to just knuckle up and say, hey, okay, guys, most likely we're not going to have a miraculous 22-point comeback. However, we can do some small things to build on, you know?
Yeah.
And let's see how they do on this kickoff. But really, just great job by the Toros. Just bringing it. And so many different players.
Yeah.
That's really special to see more than 1 or 2 or even 3 players. I mean, just outstanding. I mean, obviously you have Goodman just holding it down.
Gerard. Coleman once again. Finally brought down near midfield. Well, it's been nothing short of great field position to start these drives for El Camino. So he's done all he could to put his offense in good position.
Yeah, and certainly with 6 minutes left, you got to go into your 2-minute offense right now. You got to start. Well, they're having a powwow. But as soon as that clock starts winding, you got to be at the ball, ready to go. And for the Toros, this is fun time. You're playing with house money. You're looking to pad your stats right now.
Simon back to pass. Quick strike on the hitch outside and brought down by number 24. Raven, we've called his name a few times tonight. Raven's been done a very effective job along the perimeter, and he's a good-sized kid. He's 6 foot, 6 foot, 185 pounds for the Toros.
Yeah, he had the tackle on that kickoff return. It's looking good. And again, credit to the Toros for having a balanced attack.
Single back in the backfield. Barney drives and has enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10. Under 6 minutes remaining, and the clock continues to run. Ball is on the 42-yard line.
And they're taking a little bit of time getting that play in. Looks like there's a discussion on the sideline. And they've shuttled the play in. Here we go.
And quarterback sprints out to his right, completes the pass. Simon to 13, Blake Certeza, but we've got a stoppage in play. Let's see what the call is here.
It looks like illegal man downfield.
5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Wow, nice job, John. Way to track that.
Yeah, I haven't done a lot with my life, but I've watched a lot of football.
I've done a lot with their life.
And I know when they touch the top of their hat.
Yeah.
Actually, it was called on me. I never forgot.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
It was like,
the old St. Mary's Knights. I had a little chink in the armor. That's nice to hear.
So I'm sensitive to it. And, from El Camino's perspective, you just can't have that.
No.
It's, it was not a screen. It was a straight-up bootleg.
Yep.
You just can't have those mental errors.
And the slant was it completed.
Are they saying,
yeah.
Really?
Well, I don't know. Maybe not.
The backside officials saying it was completed?
Well, no, they're bringing it back.
Okay.
It looked like he took a couple steps after he caught it.
It did. Yeah, he must have been bobbling. We were shielded from the actual play, so it was hard for us to see.
Certeza comes off the field. It'll be 2nd and 15 on the 45. 5 minutes remaining. Toros lead by 22.
With 4:59 left, you got to have a sense of urgency. And right now, you're looking for something, stretch the field, something long. You got 2nd and 15?
Vinny Simon back to pass. Looks, scans, goes over the top. Where's the receiver? Falls into the hands of 14, Steve Meadow, for the interception. Meadow still on his feet before being met by Simon. About 40 yards later. Wow.
I think Barano was either ran the right route or ran the incorrect route. I think he was supposed to run a fade, and he ran a hook, and it literally seemed befuddled when he saw the ball go over his head.
Toros will have it 1st and 10. Looks like the ball will be placed on, call it the 34-yard line, 33-yard line.
And it looked like, was that Steve Meadow with the interception?
Yes.
Yeah, wow. Like I said, it's stat padding time.
Yeah.
You
have a difficult decision tonight. because our color analyst typically names the player of the game, the Toros player of the game. So I know you have a short list that you've developed, and anyway.
Well, you definitely could give it to a number of Toros.
Yeah,
for sure. They really brought it, and you know, the reason I brought up John Bonds earlier was he was just such a phenomenal quarterback, and the Toros just had the ability defensively as a team to figure us out, to beat us, and it seems like that tradition is continuing right now.
Yeah. Yeah. John went on to play at Northern Arizona, I think.
He did.
Yeah.
John Cooper was at Arizona State and came and recruited John, and I remember just being like, we're at practice, and he comes to our practice, and I'm like, wow.
At Monterey Park?
Monterey Park. Monterey Park.
Yep.
Yeah, we had it all.
The inside give to 36. He's able to, Coy Bodley grind out a couple of yards here. We'll see what happened down on the field here. Looks like a call may go against the Wildcats. See what our friend Mr. Whitehat has to say.
Sometimes players get a little dirty in this. Hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah.
Or a little chippy, maybe dirty.
No foul on the play.
Oh, interesting.
Good.
Okay.
Let's keep it going.
Yep.
Yeah, and I just couldn't believe how tall John Cooper was.
Yeah.
And that was before, and then a year later, he was at Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Yeah.
2nd and 9, ball on the 33-yard line. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Clock continues to move, and the Wildcats are not stopping it.
I just thought Goodman, really battled through adversity and just came back every time after every mental error.
Goodman sprints out to his right, keeps.
And just that little pump fake as he comes around the end just gives him that defensive player enough pause so he could gain another 4 or 5 yards.
Gets the first down.
Yeah, yeah.
It'll be 1st and 10. Ball will be on the 23-yard line. 22. So once again, folks, listen to the Varsity Sports Show tomorrow morning from 9 to 11 on KDUS AM 1060, as well as the AM 1060 app if you are not in the state of Arizona and want to hear about all the great things going on in high school football. We'll have coaches on, reports, segments from our amazing team, live reporting. And I'll be hosting tomorrow morning's show from an undisclosed location in Southern California as Bodley forges ahead, nearly picking up the first down. May have gained 8 on the play, maybe 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Good job for Coy. Hit the hole hard, get some positive yardage. And Brady Goodman, I mean, again, back to him, just really responding to adversity and coming back with positive play. It's impressive.
Single back in the backfield, 2 receivers.
And
to
they
the left.
are in no hurry, Vince.
Under 2 minutes remaining. And Bodley hanging on to that football as he stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down. Folks, I want to take a moment to thank our amazing crew tonight, of which I'm just a very small part of this operation. And, well, let me give some shout outs here. And let's see. Let me start with our amazing sideline reporter, Hannah McDonald, who has stepped in and done a great job tonight. And the give around the corner again to Bodley. First down, still on his feet. It'll be 1st and goal. So, our amazing crew, as I said, starting with Hannah McDonald down on the sideline. Cinco McDonald, our producer, on the sideline. Ronan McDonald, our technical director tonight. manning the switcher, communicating with our production team. Up top, running our top camera, Jaden Magnan, doing a great job. Eliana Mitchell, our associate technical director. And of course, my old dear friend, Johnny Mack, John McDonald. Did they call you that back in the day?
You know, no. It was funny.
really?
Nobody called me Johnny Mack until
okay.
I started working in the business. And then we were on radios, and they needed to, there were too many Johns. But you can call me Johnny Mack.
All
I
right.
like it.
Well, that's it, folks. On behalf of our amazing team, on behalf of the families and staff and administration of the Mountain View Toros, thank you so much for allowing us this opportunity to present a great game tonight to you, being the eyes and ears. We love this, and thank you for tuning in to the Mountain View Toros Network here with the Varsity Sports Show. We are going to name our player of the game after we go off the air. Stay tuned. Follow us on our social media. Head over to X and Instagram at Varsity Show or Varsity Sports Show Instagram. On behalf of our amazing team, our crew, my name is Vince Delicio. Tune in tomorrow morning to the Varsity Sports Show. And once again, head over to our social media for post-game reporting. Thanks again, John. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Have a great night, everyone, and go Varsity.